Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Happy birthday to you. Y'all, y'all, I'm just saying, I'm just saying because everything I say is just allegedly, okay? I'm putting my crime scene together, okay? Now look, y'all know that everything I say is allegedly, right? I got to tell y'all that. I wasn't there. But I just want to pick on something that a couple of you, since a lot of my teachers and lawyers and police officers and all them good people have to work. So, and good parents, man, but they out on vacation. So, we're going to get on some shocking recaps, okay, on my reaction. Now, check this out now. Check this evidence out. Because I got a problem with what Lynette, what Naziah had on when she got off that school bus. Now, look, y'all. I'm about to go back. I'm about to go back. Now, I want y'all to remember what she said. She forensic. Okay, this is her testimony. These are her evidence. I'm gonna take it back a little bit. Now, I took it back because I recall somewhere, and I can't remember which one of my video I did my investigation on. The headphones was dropped out of her pocket. The ID fell in the ground. She had on the black and red and white shoes, right? And that coat. Remember those things, okay? Remember those evidence. Parking lot. River? Why do we have one shoe instead of two shoes not together? Why aren't the shoes together? And this is the left foot. Why is the black jacket over there? It's a lot of holes in them jacket. That don't. If that's her jacket, hmm. I don't know, y'all. Now, the first time she said this was the left foot. Cause don't y'all remember I said something about the left foot? Now she's saying here that is the right foot. Good cheese. To the right or the left foot. You ain't got but one of each. And the way the shoestring is made, she can slip out of her shoes without being in the back of it. The back of the shoes has been bent to take off. So you mean the shoestring would tighten that tight for her to slip her feet out of it? I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. You know. Right foot, but you said left foot at first. So that means she was size 4. They showing y'all the size. Think about that large parking lot, y'all. The large parking lot. And next, we have a homicide investigator. Let's listen to the locations. February the 20th. All right, y'all. Let's find out where 4803 Barefoot, okay? Now, let's go down Barefoot 4903. Okay, I put, this is 4800 and 4903 is what we're looking for. So I probably taking y'all the wrong way. 49. Okay. Let's see. Let's go down here. So I'm supposed to be taking y'all to 4903. Let me make sure. Or 4803. Hold on, y'all. 4803 is where I'm supposed to be taking y'all. So I need to go back other way. 4803. Let me turn it back around, okay? Let me go down this street, y'all. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is 4803. This is where they're going to take y'all with Naziah. They caught Naziah walking across the street, okay? So this is 4803. Let's go back to what he said, okay? Okay, let's go back to right here. Okay. Correct. And did you write a report about this? Correct. Yes, I have 3803. Somebody was concerned about her walking up and down the street, y'all. Let's take a break and look at Bedford and Cornwall, okay? And 3 miles. That's 3 miles. Okay. Let's look at let's watch. Okay. We're gonna look at that. Somebody was concerned that a child was walking up and down that street. So that's why they made the call, y'all. They made the call. And this is the street that Naziah asked her grandma, not her grandma, I apologize. She asked her auntie, where is Bedford and Outer? But no, that's not where we are right now. So let me turn, we're at Bedford and Corwell. Let me go back up these street. This look like a nice neighborhood. I guess that's right here. Right here. This is where they got concerned about Naziah. Okay, let me come back around. They got a call. They were concerned about it. I'm glad somebody called and was concerned on, and that's what he used their doorbell. Okay, so we right here. Okay, let's take it back to no. Come on back, Lanita. Wake up. What you do? Oh, come on, right here, Lanita. Stay right here. Okay, cause this is where Naziah was. Okay, one of these houses recognized that girl. Okay, let's go back to him. So they're gonna show y'all a video that they recovered from that Ring camera. Pay attention to what you saw at the beginning of the video. What Naziah had on, okay? Okay, and what did the forensic woman found? Okay? And on this video, think about the pink jacket, the pink coat she had on, okay? And the hoodie fur on it. Cause we missed that, y'all. We missed that. So we got to be sure what Naziah had on, right? Okay. Stay with me now. Okay. There go the bus down the street.
That's stopping right approximately at 3 miles.
And watch where the arrow at.
Yeah, we're looking eastbound from the house of 4803 towards down Cornwall towards 3 miles.
Okay. To give y'all a closer look, this is the corner, okay? Right here. For those who already seen this, you might not want to see it again, but we are recapping for the people who has to work. This is the corner right here, okay? Where she was located. That's what he talking about right here, okay?
Case. We're talking about multiple large-scale searches, search warrants executed in connection with the...
This is the coat that Naziah should have had on when she got off of that bus. Around the head of that jacket, you see fur. You see a jacket with designs on it. You see Naziah is wearing blue jeans. We didn't find the coat. We didn't find the blue jeans. So did she go home and change clothes, or did somebody made her change clothes and pretend like she changed clothes to throw us off?
This is the last known photo of Naziah Harris on the school bus getting off at a regular stop on Detroit's east side January 9th. It wasn't until a day later her family reported her missing to Detroit Public Schools police, who got the feds involved, including the U.S. Marshals, to chase leads. A month later, February 13th, Detroit police asked to take over the case after the school's PD come up empty. Questions remain why it took so long for DPD to be let in on the investigation.
Very, very concerned. I made the decision at that time that we will take lead on this investigation.
The same day DPD was briefed, helicopters, canines, and police search an area in Pittsfield Township, a 45-minute drive from where she was last seen. Then a search warrant was done at a home on Detroit's east side the same day.
When a child is missing, you gotta look everywhere.
Valentine's Day, the first time we hear publicly from Naziah's family, her grandma who adopted the teen. This at a widespread search party. Investigators look under porches and backyards and alleys near Shoemaker and Garland on Detroit's east side, but won't say what led them to this location.
We're hopeful that we find her but we can't operate on hope. We have to operate on information, investigation, and work.
I don't want to think the worst.
She not even crying.
Her being abducted.
It is important to highlight that there have
Now, y'all. Okay. Now, y'all. Naziah was last seen on the 9th. Okay? Now, don't forget, she got 2 days to change clothes. She got the 9th and the 10th, correct? I'm just saying. Now, when they found, what they're trying to say, investigation, she was wearing a white, pink, and black jacket with a hood that had brown fur on it. It's going to be important that y'all pay attention to this. Blue jeans and blue and white Nike gym shoes. Okay, did y'all hear what I just said? Okay, I'm going to say it again. Naziah was last seen on January the 9th. When she got out of school on January the 9th, she was wearing a white, pink, and black jacket with a hood that had brown fur on it. Listen to the color shoes, my people. Because all of y'all had something to say. Some of y'all had something to say about the color shoes that was mentioned in one of my other videos. Okay. She had blue jeans and blue and white Nike shoes. Blue and white Nike shoes. They didn't mention nothing about red, black, and white. They said blue and white Nike shoes. You see it with your own eyes. This is what Naziah had on. Blue and white Nike shoes and her jacket. Y'all got to believe what y'all see. Not hear, but believe what you see, okay? Because the other investigator that I showed y'all the other day, that her brother told her what color shoes she had on, and she had been identified with those color shoes on. Okay? She was reported missing the following day to the Detroit Public School police, who got federal law enforcement involved, including the U.S. Marshal, to chase this lead. Now, y'all, I'm about to take y'all back to my man, okay? I want y'all to remember what I just showed y'all, okay? Don't dispute me, okay? So we're going to take it back to here. Now I'm going to take y'all to bed right here with our detective, okay? Who been a detective for like 20-something years, moved around, 11 years in investigation, and then other years doing something different. Now we're going to go to 4803 Bedford Street. Okay? Here we go. And we're going to see what she had on when she got off that school bus. Because that's what them folks were concerned about, that baby walking up and down that street in the rain. And here we are in the same area. But I'm going to put my arrow right here so y'all can see. Keep watching. My arrow right there. Okay.
And moving down to Exhibit
Go walking. Look what she got on.
stopping at 6 seconds.
She got on her hoodie.
Detective, is there a timestamp on this video that we can see? There is a timestamp. Yes. No, sir. Correct.
Okay, let me move this. Okay, on this picture, she got a hood over her head, but it seemed as if she got a black bag in her hand, like a book bag. Things that we didn't find that could have been in her book bag, but we don't know. She got on that coat. Allegedly, I can't see her face that good. She got the coat on, the hoodie on her head, that's with the fur. Something black in that bag. She got her jeans on. But these are not the things that we found in the woods, y'all. These are not the things that we found in the woods, okay? Now let's see what he revealed, that the homicide investigator revealed, okay? And then I'm just gonna let it play out. And then I want y'all to like, share, and subscribe to this video. Something about this video.
Detective, when you went to extract this, is there something you do or a process that you follow to calibrate the time system? Yeah. Correct, there is time calibration to the world clock. So basically, it's the world clock is the anatomical clock that we go by.
Don't forget, she had 2 days.
So, connected anatomical clock to the system, calibrate all
The 9th and the 10th.
short or fast. Correct. Again, this was 0 to the world clock, so it was not.
The 9th and the 10th. And the changing of the clothes. Could foul play a part in this, y'all? Do y'all think foul play is in a part of this investigation? And why do you think it's foul play?
Detective, can you read like details of the laptop what it's like? Correct. Playing the video now from
And saying Jarvis ain't there yet either, y'all. Jarvis told that girl one time and he's not there at that time. So she was at her place where she's supposed to be at. Okay?
Bedford runs north and south. Cornwall runs east and west, so it's shoot eastbound down to Cornwall, basically. The view. Correct.
And then that's the percentage north.
Correct.
And so that's what he's walking down, that's where we're going towards north.
Yes, ma'am. Towards Warren. East Warren.
Is it Warren or Portland?
That's
Warren, okay.
Okay. He said Warren, East Warren and Harper all going this way. So right now we at 4803. So this is where she got out the bus. When she crossed the street, I gotta make sure I'm right on the right corner. I'm on the right corner. She walked down this street. So now we at another corner. What corner is this? So that had to mean she walking in her neighborhood. She look like she walking in. You know what? Do y'all recall? Do y'all remember? The aunt said that Naziah was walking up and down the street. I'm just saying, maybe I didn't hear it. She mentioned that Naziah was walking up and down the street. I saw her walking up and down the street. Y'all can remember that? Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this video. What you saw? What do you think? What are your thoughts? And I want y'all to go back and think about when Marks D made a video. He interviewed Auntie Shannon. Auntie Shannon, I have to say Auntie Shannon, got so many aunties. She said she saw Naziah. I don't know when she said. She said she saw Naziah walking up and down the street. Or either she said, allegedly she said, I will see her walking up and down the street. And the guy, her friend who was on the phone with Marks D, interviewed him. He said that neighbor say he don't see her walking down. He never did see her walking down the street. But the auntie said that she would see Naziah walk up and down the street. Y'all tell me what y'all think.
stopping the video at 9 seconds in. I'm not going to ask you, Gary, to see anything. I just want to listen.
Y'all saw her walking across the street. Where she go? She ain't got no umbrella. No umbrella. Waiting on Jarvis' butts.